Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, and usually I try to make a video before Sunday so I can post it Sunday. And yesterday, as I was coming to get the cows, I was up there and I was calling for them, and they were down here, which they aren't usually in the paddock in the morning. They're usually up by the barn or in the trees, and just kind of thought that was peculiar. As I walked down here, I rounded the corner of by the gate here, and Stella was just standing here, and I could just tell something was wrong. You know, ironically, the intent of yesterday's video that I began up there and immediately shut off when I got down here was a talk about the romanticism that this can be and balancing that with reality. And I had a big old reality check when I came up to Stella. So this is our new fence post, and these are very strong, and you can see how twisted it is, and honestly it probably doesn't quite, well, this is a pretty good angle view of it. So what I had noticed, and Stella had the cowbell on, and on that cowbell, when I first put them on, I took the original intent was to go with a strap or a rope, but they sell these chains for cows. It sits on very loose fitting. It's not tight for like use in tie stall barns and so forth. And what I now know my mistake was getting this snap clip, goes through here. Anyway, somehow this got clipped, and it was much tighter than this, and her head was in it. So yeah, it took it took 10 or 15 minutes to get her out of there without cutting the wire. So it starts off with the grass is always greener on the other side, and the energizer was off. So when her head was down here, oh, that's not hot. When her head was down here, she wasn't getting shocked, and then it encouraged her to reach out. You probably can't see it, but I can see where she was going along here. And she must have raised her head or lowered her head, and it snapped right onto there. I don't know how long she was out here because it was overnight. There's a decent amount of cow poo here, so she must have been here for a minute. But as usually bucky and animated that Stella can be, she was pretty sullen. So anyway, got her off without any major damage. She's fine. She immediately began grazing when I let her off, but for now, no more cowbell. Which I was thinking about removing anyway because of the sounds in the videos. I know some people don't like it. But yeah, so yesterday I went from making this video of talking about the reality versus romanticism to like straight up reality having to do with it. I have no footage of it. I follow a couple people on YouTube, or more than a couple, and one guy in particular, like, he seems to pick up his camera in crisis mode. And I don't mean to like film like a crime for witness. I mean like his own family has an accident or something happens, and he's basically looks like he's like, hold on, let me get the camera. I find that absolutely appalling, to be so desensitized. So yesterday I didn't get any footage of it because I was just focused on getting her off of there. And she had a good night. She's up there laying by the barn. We're gonna go milk cows. Have a great day.